Fam. There's no other way to put it. I think we've been talking about this. I want to just kind of harp on it a little bit more, and I want to reiterate, Bolivia is a coup.
Are you sure?
Fam, I'm pretty positive over here on this one. Now, in all fairness, when this coup happened, it kind of crept up on us quickly. I was immediately trying to find the money lines. They weren't evident right there. I think as we were doing the show, the Gray Zone, Max Blumenthal, kind of reported where some of these money lines were coming from, because it wasn't the NED. We saw the OAS in there, which the OAS is CIA light. You know what I'm saying? They're just awful. But there's no way that we can avoid it. It is a coup. But I want to start off. We're going to show a couple videos over here. I want to show something positive over there. We saw the indigenous people. We saw this here. It's a little military group that kind of broke ranks to join the indigenous people.
Únete a la lucha. Únete a la lucha. Fuerzas Armadas, únanse a la lucha. Fuerzas Armadas, únanse a la lucha. Fuerzas Armadas, únanse a la lucha. Aquí todo el sindicato Unión Copacabana, todos los transportistas de Copacabana. Las Fuerzas Armadas con nosotros siempre.
You can see the military truck coming.
Los bloqueos aquí están intensamente jodidos. ¡Vamos, compañeros! ¡Únanse a la lucha! ¡Que viva! ¡Que viva! ¡Allá de las Fuerzas Armadas!
That's fam. That is awesome. That's what we need. We needed to see something. Now that's some hope right there.
So these are what they're saying is armed forces unite with our struggle.
Yeah.
So these are some of the military forces
that
have turned against other military forces who have joined the interim leader. And ousting Evo Morales. The flag that's rainbow, but it's representative of the Native American,
the indigenous population. That's
there.
pretty good. And I also got a little quick video. We talked about the Gray Zone, and the Gray Zone kind of put this up. We have to talk about the injustices of the actual government, the new government that's taken over. What's really disheartening to me, fam, is that a lot of politicians haven't even pointed out how her taking over and declaring herself the president is beyond and illegal within the Constitution of Bolivia, and it's disgusting. And who exactly is the far right-wing leader of Bolivia's coup regime? Well, let's look at Jeanine Áñez, a U.S.-backed extremist whose fringe party got 4% of the votes but now claims to be president. She's trying to destroy Bolivia's secular, plurinational democracy, erasing the indigenous majority. Take a look at this video from the Gray Zone. Best work out there.
Que la Biblia vuelva a entrar a Palacio.
Lo de volver la Biblia al palacio, ¿qué fue eso?
Una manifestación de fe. Cuando Evo Morales entró a gobernar, él es un hombre ateo, entonces no quería todo lo relacionado con las iglesias y con la fe. Y nosotros somos unas mujeres de fe. Los bolivianos somos personas de fe y para nosotros era de mucho significado que en el palacio esté la Biblia como una manifestación de reconciliación además entre bolivianos, pero como una manifestación de fe hacia Dios, a nuestra creencia.
Todavía Bolivia es un estado laico bajo la Constitución, ¿no?
Pero es que eso fue una impostura del movimiento al socialismo. Hay que tener en cuenta de que ellos abusaron durante todo este tiempo de imponer a los bolivianos porque tenían los votos en el Parlamento. Pero acá nosotros en el país somos el 80% personas de fe, pero en el Parlamento lo que cuentan son los votos y los 2/3 generosamente se los dio el pueblo boliviano a Evo Morales, pero no lo supo capitalizar en el tiempo porque ya había un hartazgo de la población.
Okay.
Can I also just show Medea Benjamin was on the ground. If y'all know Medea Benjamin, she's from Code Pink.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of shows this kind of crazy inauguration here.
Let's see this.
Basically, I want to say she wanted a red carpet out, which is Medea was commenting on that, and someone else that was there was also commenting on that, and she had like the soldiers all lined up there. You know, it's like really interesting. Like she thinks like this is like really, you know, far right.
Yeah.
Royalty, she thinks she is.
Right.
Exactly, royalty.
This woman thinks
and I just want
to
comment like what she was saying, because I could understand what she's saying without even reading the freaking thing. And she was talking about how Evo Morales was an atheist and how the majority of the people of Bolivia are Christians and people of faith. And like, okay, so people of in the United States are people of faith, but you always want to separate church versus state, because then you run into far right-wing extremists like the fundamentalist Christians that we have in this country as well, and that is completely reminiscent of that. And to say that, you know, it's part of his socialism, satanic type of cult that he's an atheist. Are we kidding? Like, secularism, being secular is what allows government to be fruitful. That way you can have all kinds of beliefs and religions there, and that's what that flag represents. And so for her to be like, no, like, we need to be people of faith, that's extremely dangerous. No country should be ruled on any one faith. We see that with any sort of religion, whether it's Islam, whether it's Judaism or Christianity or any of the other minor religions that exist. Like that's just what drives a country apart. So
yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on now. I want to say the last video I have real quick. Wait, I have one more real quick, I think, right? Fam, I need you to translate this.
Okay.
You, not Julian Castro, because Julian Castro's Spanglish was
Johnny's
really
Spanish is better
awful.
than Julian Castro.
I know, and that's it. So we have a little translate this one over here. It's talking about some of the people talking about what the police officers are doing. Everybody out there, it's pretty sad. There it is. Take a look at this one, fam, and translate for us.
Okay.
La renuncia de la presidenta autonombrada. Queremos justicia para todos nuestros compañeros que han muerto. Esto es un asesinato. Los policías, los militares nos están matando como si fuéramos animales. ¡Queremos justicia!
So she's saying we want the interim president to leave. And we want them to denounce the murders and the attacks against our indigenous people, and they are killing us like we're animals. They're just attacking us. Yeah. So it's basically like saying like they're being killed, and they are. I mean, it's everywhere. The news. These protesters, indigenous protesters, are being killed by the military. And she also mentioned the military and the police, and they want them to pay. All the people involved to pay for the injustices committed against them.
I'd like to see it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to induce it, but I want to see these people go Mussolini style on some of these leaders that are shooting all these people right now and stuff, killing these indigenous people and what they did. This is all about finances. This is all about war. This is about elitism. This is about money. We follow these things closely, and to see this go on is disgusting what they're doing to the indigenous people. We read the statistics early, fam, of what Evo Morales did, and I thought that Evo Morales, Evo, however you want to say it, I thought he had more power than anybody else. That we obviously highlighted some of the mistakes, but he was a great leader, an awesome leader. But this is all about natural resources and resource extraction. And we have had, Bernie Sanders call out and say it's a coup, but we got to go deeper than this. Some people have to call out our elected leaders, like Cruz, like Rubio. If they had a part to play in this, they need to be exposed. Absolutely. And they need to pay the price, because if they're propagating that type of violence, they should pay for it as well. And finally, fam, just really quick, the U.S.-backed protests in Hong Kong have really kicked it up a notch. Take a look at what Dan Cohen reported about. He said Hong Kong's U.S.-backed demonstrators are not just militarized. They've manufactured, I can't even say that word, Sarnov-style weapons designed to kill as many people as possible. Even with their bows, arrows, and patrol bombs, they don't stand a chance against the government. This is the psychosis of a death cult. And take a look what they got there, fam. Look at this.
What is that?
It's like a gas tank wired with to be explosive, to blow up and kill some people. It's a gas canister covered with bolts. And when they hit that thing, boom! All those little screws and those bolts are going to go flying everywhere, cutting through people like shrapnel. It's going to make Swiss cheese out of people. It's the same mentality as a grenade. All the scrap metal inside it blows up, just cutting people up, tearing people up. And that's what this will do, and it's disgusting. This is what the Hong Kong protests have now escalated to. And guess what? The NED was there. It's terrible.